Listen, Rabbi.
Come on, don't be shy. Why should we depend on rational knowledge? Reason leads...
Salutations. I hope to see you again soon.
Depend on rational knowledge.
A weird, scruffy old man with a matted beard is sitting in front of the checkout terminal. The badge on his blue jumpsuit is with a groan. He picks up a magnifying glass and, peering through it, begins poking at the keyboard with one knobby finger. The old man angrily sets the magnifying glass aside.
A Grand Master? You're a piece of junk, not a Grand Master. And a cheater to boot.
He raises his head to squint in your direction.
Eh? What do you want? I don't advise eating here, and there's nothing to buy. And either way, we're closed.
The shopkeeper rises from... The old man frowns and sniffles loudly.
You want to write a complaint?
He looks at you for a minute. When he realizes you're not going to complain, the surly expression... After a brief pause, he speaks again.
Yeah, well...
The old man lowers his voice, almost to a whisper.
The oranges pick on me. Escapees, by the look of it. They demand food, money, gas. And so here I am, sitting and playing chess, waiting for those bastards to come back.
Melville's getting grim again. He adds,
It's my business, and you'd best stay out of it. But if you want to, here's the key. Go down to the basement.
The old man squints and gives you a silly smile.
Huh, so it's like that. Well, thank you, thank you. I didn't think you'd be any good.
The old man sits at the counter with his head propped in one. The old man throws up his hands with a scowl.
Then go...
Melville reluctantly points a crooked finger at the front door.
Go out there and walk over to the gas. There's an anomaly, a tree. It's glowing. And there are some golden thingies hanging on it. We make special devices from that fruit called...
After a little digging, he pulls out a little key on a shoelace.
Only take the device, you hear? It's company property.
The old man sits at the counter with his head propped in one hand.
No food. How should I know? They came in and sat down. Ask them yourself.
The old man sniffs, annoyed.
Get some new...
Glad to meet you. Why should we depend on rational knowledge? Reason leads us up a blind alley over and over again. There are only two true paths to knowledge: mystical epiphanies and my books. Come on, don't be shy. Come back again.
seem like...
With his gang problem solved, Melville is visibly more hospitable.
I'm sorry for bitching at you, sweetheart. My mood hasn't been great this last couple of weeks. Would you like some coffee? Because I could,
The old man takes off his plastic leg and wraps it on the counter.
Hey, anybody want some coffee? Coffee, come on.
You can't tell if Aaron is coughing or laughing.
Well, it's seething with life. People come and go. White wingers hanging around the swamp. One such fella came along today.
The old man leans close and continues in a confidential tone.
I used to have a gizmo of sorts. It warms. What else? Well, sometimes bandits show up. Get pounded on.
The blue grunts like a goose.
Well, I cook for myself here. It's, you know, an acquired taste.
The old man sighs in sadness.
What life? I'm an old man. Life?
The old man scrubs his bald spot.
That'd be my stand-in, I think. And here I reckoned he'd gone.
Listening to your story, he shakes his head in amazement.
You say it didn't even look... Hey, sweetheart! Wait a minute! Hold up!
The blue, he looks a bit confused.
I was just, I was thinking... I wanted to thank you. Maybe we could go on a picnic. You like...
Aaron smiles. His expression is both silly and sincere.
Look! There's a cliff nearby.
Melville grunts, reaches under the counter and pulls out a bulky bag smelling of onions. The old man lays out the bag's contents on the counter. Canned pork, onions, eggs, and potatoes.
What's a picnic without snacks? Here, I'm gonna teach you my family recipe for pulled pork. I'd cook it myself, but I'm sure you can do better. See the stove behind me? There you go.
Aaron stares into his screen and mutters to himself.
Where am I gonna get all them pawns?
He notices you.
Ah, it's you. Well, come on, speak up. What do you...
Squinting skeptically, Aaron takes a piece of pork and tries it.
Well, what do you...
He lowers his voice.
There's that guy with the rock, the white by the swamp, and those two hippies. Ask them if they want to sit with us, too. If you got anybody else in mind, call them, too.
Hello. See ya.
Clara briefly looks up from poking around the engine.
So, how's the situation? Sure you don't want some nuts? Water, maybe.
You see doubt in Blue's eyes.
I don't know,
Clara looks hesitant.
but we're on a mission.
She wipes her hands with a rag draped over the truck fence.
Hi, It was nice chatting.
Hi there. Bye-bye.
Kinetic mechanism that presents as a torus vibrating at super light frequency.
Holy cow.
Karmic imminence results from the deep-rooted Zionism of Earth elites.
I understand so much now. Shit. Strong stuff. I'm so hungry after that.
Clara briefly looks up from poking around the engine.
So, how's the situation? Sure you don't want...
The blue unscrews a nozzle from under the block, examines it, then screws it back in place.
Huh? The mission?
The woman distracts herself from the repairs for a moment.
It was what they call a divine providence. I wasn't content with my life. Felt like he was putting my faith to the test. I was angry with him. And
She stares past you into the distance, her face radiant.
one day, I suddenly realized the Lord had already shown me a real miracle.
Clara fixes her gaze on you.
You see? Yes, you do.
She falls silent, but can barely contain her excitement. A vague smile appears on the blue's face.
Really? That's good news. We could have been...
Clara slides off the truck's caterpillar track. As you approach Nashville, the realization hits you that something is definitely wrong. The boom at the security checkpoint is up, and the turret indicators are glowing red. black smoke rises. The automatic guns beep and direct their gun barrels at your vehicle. You and Morgan exchange concerned looks. This attempt is unsuccessful. The tow truck spins out of control and crashes into the security booth. A burst of bullets from the turret pierces the vehicle, covering you with shattered glass. The Blue tumbles out of the open driver's side door with a grunt, and you follow her. Sitting beside the truck track, you lift your head to see Nashville ablaze. Black smoke billowing overhead and intertwining with the maelstrom above the station. Clara lifts her eyes to the sky, mesmerized by the whirlpool of clouds.
We need to scout the surroundings. Hi there. Glad to meet you. Glad to meet you.